Hello and welcome to Ecolics. In this video, we will discuss about the strategy that you require to clear UPSC Civil Services examination by taking economics optional as a mains subject. So here we'll see the economics optional strategy. As you are aware about this, there are two papers of now optional and these are 250 each. So 250 marks each. It means in total 500 marks devoted to optional subject. Now this is very vital to score 300 plus marks here. If you score 300 plus, there are high chances that you will qualify the mains examination with good marks. It means you will get the position of IAS IPS. If you are not able to get 300 plus, then this video is very important for you. Let us begin with understanding the syllabus. Now when we talk about any exam related to UPSC, there are two things with us. One is syllabus and the second one is previous year question papers. Okay, if you want compilation of previous year question papers, then there's a link in the description of this video where you will get all the last 10 years compilation module wise, subject wise previous year question papers. Okay, now coming on to the topic once again, syllabus and PYQs are the two most important things. What is the first thing that we need to understand here? If you see the syllabus, it starts with advanced microeconomics. Advanced microeconomics. It means the basic microeconomics they're not including in the syllabus. Directly they're saying that you have to read advanced microeconomics. For this, the best book that we have is with us is known as Microeconomics, Advanced Microeconomics by H.L. Ahuja. Okay, this is Advanced Microeconomics. That's a thick book, around 1300 pages, but no need to read the book cover by cover. What you need is selected chapters. Now the question arises how we can read those selected chapters. Who will tell us? So there's a WhatsApp number given in the description of this video. You can ask me, I'll give you the list of the chapters. And apart from this advanced microeconomics H.L. Ahuja, what you need to do, each and every word of the syllabus here you have to mark in the book. Apart from this, you go and see the previous year question papers. And in those previous year question papers, if the question is asked and which is not there in the syllabus, that is also you have to prepare. Okay, so two things, you just open this book, open the index and mark each and every word written in the syllabus. If something is not written in the syllabus, then you go and see the previous year question papers, and after seeing the question papers, you will get lot of topics apart from this syllabus. Okay, try to make notes of it because you will find everything is scattered in the book, so no need to highlight and other things. You have to make notes because at the end of the day your notes will provide you the consolidated revision, which is if you will not do, which is very time consuming. So make your own notes, that is very important. Okay, so the second thing that we will see, the second major important subject of economics optional is advanced macroeconomics. Okay, advanced macroeconomics is very vital. Here the same book, it means the same author, H.L. Ahuja, macroeconomics. There's only one book that you have to read. Apart from this, there's another book known as Richard Fruin. Now in this book you will get the analysis. Okay, in my previous video where I discussed about all the books, but here what I'm discussing is how we can study. So from H.L. Ahuja you will get a lot of points, lot of terms, like what we can say the supply side economics, and later like Phillips curve, stagflation. These terms you will get. Okay, the classical model given in H.L. Ahuja is very good. Now in Richard Fruin, why it is important? If you have the topic of ISLM, if you have studied in the ISLM model, they ask what will happen if the interest rate goes up, Will there be a shift outside or inside of the IS curve? These kind of things, if you want to get mastery over these things, then Richard Fruin will give you the analysis of it. If you have seen the previous year question papers, in those question papers, they have also given the backward sloping supply curve of the labor. So these kind of things you will find in Richard Fruin. That is why these two are very important. Again, do the same thing. Each and every word of this syllabus you have to write down in your copy. If any extra thing is asked in the previous year question papers, then you also have to include that. Okay, we'll discuss how to make notes later in this video. Okay, the next topic, the third one that we have is money, banking and finance. Now this is a mixed topic. If you can see, money and banking majorly you'll be able to cover with the same book, that is H.L. Ahuja of macroeconomics. Okay, macroeconomics book of H.L. Ahuja would be sufficient for this. For finance, you need to refer two books. Okay, one is Musgrave. Okay, that yellow color book you will get, plus H.L. Bhatia. Okay, for the perspective of like Indian economy. So Musgrave, you will get a lot of unusual information that is not very important for the exam. So you have to check out a lot of information. Do not read cover to cover. Make concise notes regarding the topics mentioned in the syllabus, each and every word, and the topics mentioned in the previous year question paper. H.L. Bhatia, you do the same thing. So this completes your money, banking and finance. Okay, the fourth one that we have is international economics. Now in the international economics, Dominic Salvatore is the only book which is considered as best. And if you see the index of this book and if you see the syllabus of this examination, you'll find lot of similarities. So what can I suggest? That you just refer this book, the index of this book, mark each and every topic in the index where you have to refer, make notes, add topics from previous year question papers. Again, you have to do the same thing. Okay, the last thing that we have is the growth and development, and after that we'll discuss how we will make notes. Okay, so development economics. Okay, this is also called growth and development. So in development economics, a lot of students are asking whether to refer Jhingan or not, ML Jhingan. But what I would say that there's a lot of mistakes in that book. So I prefer AP Thrillwall. Okay, and plus if you want, okay, if you're not able to understand, then Jhingan also. But that is optional. It means whether you want or you, if you have time, you can add some of the points, but make a base of Thrillwall, and that will help you. Again, you have to do the same thing, and mark each and every topic, add PYQs from it. Okay, so this completes the strategy how we can follow it. Now we will discuss how we can make notes of it. Now making notes is very simple. Make all your notes on the loose A4 size sheet. So A4 size sheets, and I take that and write the heading here. Okay, like for example, the classical model. So if this is the heading, make sure that you write each and every bullet points here and try to incorporate all other books, if you have all the sources that you have, into one single page. So whenever you have your mains examination or whenever you want to revise, you just need to revise one or two papers, and that is very vital. Okay, another thing is whenever you are making graph, okay, use a scale. So suppose for example you are making labor market equilibrium. So use a scale to make access these diagrams, because in the examination it is very beneficial that you use a scale, and that will look good. So your presentation of writing answers also plays a very important role. Apart from this, if you need any guidance in answer writing, there's a link in the description of this video. You can follow that video. Now we will discuss the time we require to prepare for this optional. Now here we have two kinds of students. Those who are from economics background and those who are from non-economics background. See, one thing for economics background students, the optional is very simple, not very difficult, because a lot of students are scared of maths, they're scared from maths, econometrics, statistics. Here nothing will ask because that's not the part of the syllabus. For non-economics student, generally if you see the data from our classes, the live classes that we provide, total 100 students out of 60 are from non-economics background, whether they are engineers or from any other stream. So non-economics background, what I can say, you should read school level textbook very well before starting the economics optional. For economics optional student, those who are from economics background, what I can say, that you should revise all your notes before joining the classes. So live classes are available on Ecoholics. If you are interested, link is in the description. You can call on the numbers given on the screen, and if you have any doubt, you can directly contact me on my WhatsApp number. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe Ecoholics. Thank you so much.